Never been a skate town. On a national, you know it go down.
Kilo Ali flow. Look, from the east side on a Friday night, met a bunch of to the Golden Glide. Lows and highs.
You don't know how to do nothing. Let me do it.
Outside, so I'm staying this side. Show you and I vibe, take a few like Tupac. I seen a bunch of mean guys in a band and a tie. Throwing on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to ride the killer vibe. Probably be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs, gripping on it like I'm picking a prize. They hit the crib with a collide, but really ain't tripping. We
That's a good boy. Look at you, good boy. He's such a good boy.
Got me using my 90s, alright. She was choosing in the parking lot. I was looking too, keep my number locked. I'm on the couch at your mama house. Ride around, bubble loud with the window down. Some of y'all done lost y'all mind. Baby, let me see you pop, that's fine. I can see from the front and I knew at once I was gonna have to walk back by. From the spots, but I be on Old Neck. But I pull up on my cousin on Rainbow Drive. Whip clean, let the paint don't dry. Where you from? Claim your sorry.
What's happening? Southside, Clayco, you know what's up. Oh, damn, I don't even come up this far. Hit Catcade on the Sundays, say a parking lot prayer, no. I just wanna kick back, relax, shout it in the Monday. How about the seat slide? It's nice to meet you, green eyes. Let's take a lap by, bring you right back to your friends before they start tripping. As I bend, I see the from the glide with the golden teeth. I don't even know if they notice me. They don't even know that we way too deep. I'm from the west and they from the east, and all white tees looking like sheep. I don't even wanna get sneaks. We throwing up fours and ones and threes and talking about west end, what's happening? Hey, we just pulled up the border, bro. Where you at? Southside, Clayco, throw that.
You ain't never been to skate town. On the west side, up in LK. You ain't never been to Golden Glide. It's in the day. You ain't never been to.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. 26-yard line.
Gotta do it, got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Go! Hawks, back to 60, back to 60. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer.
McCarthy gonna put it up right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Well, it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. His first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Second and 5. And now they'll shift things around. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Bravo 80. 19 Lions. Check go.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Ready. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. 72.
Up the middle they go. Wiggins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Really good stop there by the end of this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
70 line. Go, check. Go. Hey, check that. Street. Panther street. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now a handoff up the middle. Wiggins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense in front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, in the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Here's McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This one goes out wide for Barkley. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago! Rome Odunze. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
On first down, Wiggins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
39-yard line.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
McCarthy off the play fake. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 60 yards. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it as we resume action. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roll and picked up big yardage.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was something offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and 6 now. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete. Luther Burden. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. Touchdown Bears. From 19 yards away. And the Bears have broken the tie. We'll find out for the extra point. Now Tua signaling to change things up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And they're on the 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Out to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on first down. Wiggins. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
The plan was clearly to challenge that by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Up the middle they go. Wiggins. And he will have the Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On play action, now McCarthy. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 right. 70. 18 left. 18 left. 70 ring. 70 ring. Go.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Ready, set.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Torres. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, they landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, they bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere I go.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air with McCarthy. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. The kicks away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's someone else who should call out right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays. They also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Chicago! Rome Odunze saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bears have moved out in front.
The kicker on for the point after.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard run.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
That's to the running back, Dylan Sampson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside. This is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Wiggins. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now McCarthy. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. On first down, Sampson. And they'll get this down over to the 18. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down and 8. Back to throw. McCarthy. Throw left side, complete. That's Gonzalez. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, but not to my dad. He predicted the Visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Tua. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10. Here's Tua. He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. McCarthy operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hawk 70. Go. Bronco. Go.
Back to throw. McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there.
Cowboy 80. Panther 60.
Throwing is McCarthy. Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him. That's That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from inside the 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Tua going to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man. Go. 70 Lions. Watch him right here. Go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
No matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. 60 Vice.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
Cougar 19. Check. Let's go. Check.
Here's McCarthy. And he is caught He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.